Our today's topic is Harry Styles, who wants to be like Sir Paul McCartney. The following hitmaker was inspired after watching the 77-year-old legend rock out on stage in December, and is hoping he can live up to his status when he reaches his 70s. In an interview with Howard Stern, Harry explained, "He clearly just loves it. You're like, who ultimately do you want to be at the end of the day? You don't want to be the guy who died. You don't want to be the guy who's like whacked out on drugs. You want to be the guy who's 70 and playing for 3 hours because he can and he wants to and everyone's loving it and he's having fun." The 26-year-old singer previously spoke about the influence Paul and his former band The Beatles had on his music career, as he said a documentary about the late John Lennon inspired him to learn the piano. He said, "I watched Above Only Sky on Netflix. Seeing him play Imagine on piano made me want to take piano lessons." Meanwhile, Harry came face to face with his idol in 2016 when the Hey Jude hitmaker interviewed him for Another Man magazine. During the interview, Harry took the chance to ask Paul a question about going solo in 1970. He asked, "When you first went from being in a band to being on your own, what was the creative side of that like? There's obviously so much knowledge of who you were when you were in this group. Did you find it at all difficult to think, if I do anything different, is it going to be right? How did you approach that first creative experience?" Paul replied, "Well, actually when the Beatles broke up, I was in the process of writing some stuff. So I just did something very simple, which was the first album I ever did solo called McCartney, and it was just done in the front room sort of thing, really simple. I just had to get it out of my system. So I didn't really think too much about it, I just did it." Share your views in comment section.